Ah yes, the unpredictability of the NFL continues to run its course, especially when it comes to the New York Jets. You see, the Jets can be a competitive team, but too many times this season, their youth and inexperience hinder their overall performance. Their offense as of late has been a complete and utter mess that it's hard to trust any of their offensive players when it comes to fantasy football. Should owners even entertain the thought of starting tight end Austin Seferian-Jenkins in Week 15 action against the New Orleans Saints? To be blunt, the answer is no. Not only has Seferian-Jenkins fizzled out over the past few weeks, he's become a non-factor on offense after some pretty solid weeks throughout the season. Offensive coordinator John Morton tends to change things up weekly, and it's caused a lot of inconsistency, to say the least. One week, the Jets will run the football like there is no tomorrow, and it has worked, to a degree. Other weeks they'll air it out and hope for the best, and sometimes it has worked, but more often than not, it hasn't. Last week was such an abysmal performance on offense, nothing worked as the Jets failed to score a single point against the Denver Broncos. Yes, the same Broncos team that lost 8 straight games and ended that losing streak by embarrassing the Jets. In the grand scheme of things, sit Seferian-Jenkins this week and don't even think twice about it. He's now gone 6 straight weeks without scoring a touchdown and now has a new quarterback to work with in Bryce Petty, due to Josh McCown being out for the season due to a broken hand injury. Things aren't looking good for the Jets this week, as the Saints' defense is a stout one that thoroughly enjoys blitzing often against opposing teams. With a terrible Jets offensive line, this Week 15 road game for the Jets could be another nightmare in the making, just like it was against the Broncos. Start or sit. Fantasy Pros Start or Sit assistant tool. Considering that every fantasy move counts, as it's playoff time for owners everywhere, be smart and don't make any risky moves that could cost you advancing even further. Bench Seferian-Jenkins, as he won't do much of anything against the Saints this week.